For more now on religious freedom here and around the world, joining us now from Rome is John Allen, editor of Crux. John, thank you so much for speaking with us.
Of course, glad to do it.
Now, we know that around the world, millions of people of faith face persecution for practicing their religion, and it's now on the rise. What do you think is behind all of this?
Well, I mean, for one thing, despite confident predictions in the 60s and 70s that religion was on a sort of slippery slope towards extinction, this remains a pervasively religious world in most parts of the world, especially the developing world. So we're talking Africa, Asia, Latin America, the Pacific Islands. Religion is the driving force of history. It's the most important thing in people's lives. And, our deepest passion often elicits both the best and the worst that's in us. I would couple that with the fact that there has been a growing tendency in many parts of the world to politicize religion. That is, to try to use religion for what are essentially political and economic ends. And often those ends are expressed violently. So that while people will sometimes justify violence in the name of religion, what's actually going on is that somebody's political or economic agenda is being served. You add all that up, and I don't think it's any surprise that we live in a world that faces severe, chronic, and growing threats to religious freedom.
We often hear about these incidents across the world, but it's also happening right here in the United States. And right here in New York City, there's been a spike in anti-Semitic attacks and incidents as well against churches. Is the war on religion moving into the West?
Well, we have said for a long time that one of the reasons to promote religious freedom at home in the United States is because we don't want to end up like some of the places where you see the most egregious violations of religious freedom. Syria and Iraq, for instance, where there has been a wholesale assault on Christians since the Syrian civil war erupted in 2011, is really a wake-up call that we need to get serious about the promotion of religious freedom in the United States, or we are going to see other similar episodes directed not just to Jews, but against all people of faith.
What is the Vatican doing to combat Christian persecution?
Well, critics will tell you not nearly enough, but certainly Pope Francis and his Vatican team are active on this issue. But the truth of it is, this is not the kind of thing that is going to be resolved in the corridors of the Vatican or the General Assembly of the UN or the halls of the U.S. Congress. The promotion, although those are important venues, but the promotion of religious freedom really is a retail level thing. Until the average Joe and Jane out there get motivated around this issue, begin talking about religious freedom in their schools, their parishes, their workplaces, and so on, and kind of light a fire under this issue, this is simply going to be one among countless good causes to which people pay lip service, but very little actually happens on the ground.
I couldn't agree more. John Allen, editor of Crux, thank you again so much for being here with us.
My pleasure.
If you're watching Currents News on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button and then click on the bell to get instant updates about all of our newest content, because we are putting your faith in the news.